Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a detailed instructional video on how to flow coat a car and what is flow coating. Let's just get started. Alright, let's just get started. If you want to pause the video so you can read this little introduction so that you can see and you can learn how to do a correct flow coat on a vehicle. Okay, now that you kind of have an idea as to what it is, let me show you how to do it correctly and how you can get that perfect show car finish. Let me explain and let me just get started. One thing, the reason we do the flow coating is that it gives you a deeper color depth on the paint job. Okay, and it's gonna eliminate all the orange peel from your car. It's almost exactly like if you're buffing it. The only thing is that it gives you a deeper, more glossier finish. So if you don't want to buff a car, or if you don't want to cut and buff, this is the easiest way for you to do it, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. These are the items you're gonna need. Some people do block sand. They do block sand the whole car so that they can get that perfect flow coat. But nowadays you can use your DA. You can use your DA to do that job. It's a lot quicker and it'll give you the same results at block sanding. Okay, you're gonna need some tape. That's to cover up all the trims and edges that you're not gonna cut through. Okay, cut through meaning you're gonna cut through the clear and go straight to the paint. I'll explain that in a little bit. You're gonna need your air, okay, so that you can blow off your excessive sanding on the disc. If you want a block, you can use a block. This is the grit of sandpaper I'm gonna use, 600. That's all I'm gonna be using. Okay, 600 grit sandpaper and a microfiber towel. These are all the items that you're going to be needing. Another thing, you're going to use an interface pad. Do not do what I'm going to show you right now without the interface pad. And it needs to be a brand new one. It needs to be a brand new interface pad. That's going to give you the best results that you can. If you have one that you've used it several times, I recommend you buying a new one before you start. So let's go. Let's just place that 600 grit on the interface pad. Let's go to the car. I also forgot to mention, guys, I'm gonna leave all the information of all the materials that I'm using, including the DA, in the description below. All right, first we're gonna put the DA flat. It's gonna be flat on the panel. I got my sandpaper already. It's gonna be flat on the panel. Do not do this. Okay, it's not gonna work. It needs to be flat and the speed needs to be low. Do not put the rotation of the DA extremely fast because you're gonna burn through. You do not want that. Okay, so let's just go and so you can see. Let me stop right now. Let me show you. This is orange peel. All of this, that is exactly what we're trying to eliminate. All that orange peel right there. Now that's the reason you gotta go slow, because this car has a bunch of curves and you can cut through. That's the easiest way. That's the quickest way to cut through the paint. It's on the corners. So what I do, I go slow. It's gonna take me a little bit longer. Right there, you can see it. It's gonna take me a little bit longer, but it's gonna give me a better finish. You're not in a hurry, guys. You're not in a rush. This is your car. You're trying to do it as best as you can, and take your time. All right, but that is exactly what we're trying to eliminate. Let me show you what we need to look for. Once we need to stop real quick. I stopped sanding. Why? Because I'm going to show you one thing. Once you see this, these little twirls or birdies or whatever you want to call it, twirlies, once you see this, you got to stop. You got to stop and clean your DA. Blow it off, because that's already going to create more scratches than you need to, and it's going to cause you problems. You see? So if you see this when you're sanding, stop. Stop and blow off the sandpaper. Once you feel you sanded enough, clean it with the microfiber towel and just inspect it. Inspect it. Make sure that all the orange peel has been eliminated. As you can see, I didn't go up here. I don't want to damage this area. That's going to be sanded in a different way. But everything else looks good. Looks nice. Looks straight. This piece is done. We'll continue. All right, there's a reason I jumped to the top, not the continued on the side. I want to show you something. You see all these little dots? All these little dots that are there, it's dirt. They're dirt nibs, okay? Right there. All these little dots are dirt nibs. You're gonna have to keep on sanding until all those little dots are gone. Don't be afraid. You put enough clear. That's why I put 4 coats of clear. You put enough clear to do that. You have enough clear to do that. So let me just show you. I'm going to continue sanding it and show you that all these little dots that you see there are going to be gone. That is one other thing that we're trying to eliminate, the little dirt nibs. And there it is, my friends. All those little dirt nibs are gone. So now we know that this area right here is ready. Another thing, when do I know when to change sandpapers? When you see this, once you start, you clean it, you blow it, all this residue, you blow it off, you clean the panel so you can continue sanding, and real quick, you start getting all these little sanding residue on your sandpaper. It's time to change it. Time to change it. Get another one. Okay? Get another sandpaper and continue sanding. You're going to say, okay, Faraway, you showed us how to do the straight areas, the flat areas. But remember, we still have this area right here. Perfect. You're going to get yourself a maroon Scotch-Brite or a gray Scotch-Brite. It doesn't really matter. And you're going to scuff it down. All you're doing is scuffing it down to so it can become this style. Dull. It needs to be sanded. All the areas, all the little nooks and crannies need to be sanded. So let me just sand it down so you can see how I'm gonna do it. And there it is, my friends. It's sanded. That's the way you do all the corners. All these little nooks and crannies right there, you gotta sand it down with the Scotch-Brite. All of these areas that don't reach, sand it down with the Scotch-Brite. All these corners, do not, I repeat, do not do it with the DA. You are gonna burn through. Do it by hand. All right, let me just finish everything up. Finish all this side. The entire car has been sanded already. everything has been sanded. All I need is this side. I left it so that I can show you. Let me just finish it up so that I can start applying the clear. And here it is. We are done. We are done sanding the entire car. Everything is nice, smooth, even. We are ready. We are ready for that flow coat. But that, it's going to be in the next video. Stay tuned to the next video, guys. Thank you very much. This is how to do a flow coat correctly. And subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber. Hit that little bell icon so you can be notified whenever I upload a video. And like always, God bless.